Hello, my name is Sarah, and I need to tell you about the most complicated situation of my life. I'm 24 years old, and I fell in love with someone I shouldn't have. His name is Daniel, and he's been part of my family for 10 years. He's my older brother's best friend, and he's 32 years old, 8 years older than me. I know what you're thinking. It sounds wrong, doesn't it? But life isn't always simple, and feelings don't follow rules. For years, Daniel was just there. He came to our barbecues, our Christmas dinners, our birthday parties. He was like furniture in our house, comfortable, safe, familiar, but then something changed. I changed. And suddenly, this family friend became the person I couldn't stop thinking about. This is my story about forbidden feelings, family loyalty, and finding the courage to follow my heart. I remember the first time I met Daniel. I was 14 years old, and my brother Jake brought him home from college. They were both studying engineering, and they became inseparable. Daniel was 22 back then, tall and confident, with an easy smile that made everyone feel comfortable. To me, he was just another one of Jake's friends. Nothing special. Just another guy who talked about sports and video games. Over the years, Daniel became part of our family traditions. He spent Thanksgiving with us because his own family lived far away in California. He helped my dad fix our old car. He taught me how to change a tire when I was 16. My mom loved him like a second son. He was always there, always present, always reliable. The perfect family friend. Then I went away to college. 4 years in Boston, studying marketing and finding myself. I grew up, I changed. When I came back home last summer, everything felt different. I walked into my parents' house for a weekend visit, and there he was, Daniel. Sitting at our kitchen table, drinking coffee with my dad, laughing at some joke I missed. But this time, I saw him differently. The way he listened when people talked. The kindness in his eyes, the maturity in his voice. My heart started beating faster, and I felt confused. This was Daniel, Jake's best friend. My family's friend. I couldn't feel this way. It was wrong. But feelings don't ask for permission, do they? The next few months were torture. Every family gathering became an emotional battlefield. My parents celebrated their anniversary in August, and Daniel was there, of course. He brought flowers for my mom and a bottle of wine for my dad. He wore a blue shirt that made his eyes look incredible. I tried to act normal, but my hands shook when he hugged me. "Hello. You okay, Sarah?" he asked, holding my shoulders gently. "You seem nervous." "I'm fine," I lied. "Just tired from work," but I wasn't fine. I started noticing everything about him. The way he threw his head back when he laughed. How he always asked thoughtful questions about my new job. The respect he showed everyone around him. These weren't new qualities. Daniel had always been this way. But now, these details consumed my thoughts. At Jake's birthday barbecue in September, something shifted between us. We ended up alone on the back porch while everyone else watched a football game inside. The sunset painted the sky orange and pink. Daniel stood next to me, looking at the horizon. "I miss this," he said quietly. having you around. You were gone for so long, my heart jumped. You missed me? Of course. The house felt different without you, quieter. He turned to look at me, and our eyes met. The moment stretched between us, heavy with unspoken words. I felt pulled toward him like gravity. Then Jake's voice broke the spell. Daniel, come here. You're missing the game. Daniel smiled sadly and walked away, but something had changed. I wasn't imagining this connection. He felt it too. The realization terrified me and thrilled me at the same time. What were we supposed to do? How could this possibly work? The questions haunted me every night. I made a decision. I would distance myself from Daniel. It was the right thing to do. I started making excuses to skip family dinners. I told my parents I was busy with work projects. I avoided phone calls. For 3 weeks, I successfully stayed away. Then Daniel showed up at my apartment. I opened the door and froze. He stood there, hands in his pockets, looking worried and determined. We need to talk, Sarah, he said firmly. Daniel, I don't think, please. Just let me say this. He walked in, and I closed the door behind him. My small living room suddenly felt tiny. You've been avoiding everyone. Avoiding me, why? I couldn't look at him. It's complicated. Is it because of what's happening between us? His voice was gentle but direct. My eyes filled with tears. There's nothing happening between us. There can't be. Why not? He stepped closer. Sarah, I've been fighting these feelings for months, maybe longer. But I can't anymore. I care about you. Not as Jake's little sister, not as a family friend. As you, as Sarah. You're 8 years older than me, I whispered. You're my brother's best friend. My family trusts you. This would destroy everything. Or maybe it would be the most honest thing we've ever done. Daniel took my hand. I know it's complicated. I know people will judge us. But I'm 32 years old, and I've never felt this way about anyone. Age is just a number. What matters is how we treat each other. What about Jake? I asked, my voice breaking. We tell him the truth, together. If he's really my best friend, he'll want me to be happy. He'll want you to be happy too. I looked into Daniel's eyes and saw my future. 2 days later, we sat down with Jake. My heart pounded so hard I thought it might burst. We met at a quiet coffee shop away from our parents' house. Jake sensed something was wrong immediately. What's going on? He asked, looking between us suspiciously. Daniel spoke first. Jake, you're my best friend. You've been like a brother to me for 10 years. That's why I need to be honest with you. He paused, gathering courage. I have feelings for Sarah, real feelings. And she feels the same way. Jake's face went through several emotions: shock, confusion, anger. He stood up abruptly. Are you serious right now, my sister? Daniel, she's my baby sister. I'm 24, Jake, I said quietly. I'm not a baby anymore. He's 32. He's known you since you were 14, Jake's voice rose. And nothing happened until now. Daniel said calmly. I would never disrespect your family or Sarah. That's exactly why we're telling you. We want to do this right. Jake paced back and forth. The silence felt endless. Finally, he sat down again, rubbing his face with his hands. I need time to process this. It's just weird. Really weird. I understand, I said, reaching for his hand. Take all the time you need. Over the next month, things slowly improved. Jake asked questions. He watched how Daniel treated me. He saw the respect, the care, the genuine love between us. Eventually, he came to my apartment one evening. I talked to Mom and Dad, he said. I told them everything. They want to meet with both of you. My stomach dropped. And? They were surprised. But Dad said something smart. He said, we raised Sarah to make good decisions. We need to trust her judgment. So I'm trying to trust you both. That was 6 months ago. Today, Daniel and I are building something real together. It wasn't easy. Some family members still feel uncomfortable. Some friends made jokes about the age difference. But we faced everything together with honesty and respect. I learned that love doesn't follow society's rules. It doesn't care about age gaps or complicated situations. What matters is how two people treat each other. Daniel respects me. He supports my dreams. He never makes me feel young or inexperienced. And I bring joy and fresh perspective to his life. My family eventually accepted us because they saw something genuine. They watched Daniel prove himself every single day. They saw me grow more confident and happy. Real love shows itself through actions, not just words. If I could give you one piece of advice, it's this. Don't let fear stop you from being honest about your feelings. Life is too short to hide your heart. Yes, some situations are complicated. Yes, people will judge you. But if you find someone who truly respects and cherishes you, fight for that connection. Thank you for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to this channel and watch the next story to learn even more English. See you soon.